Hey there, YouTube. Doc's Motorcycle Service. Rawr, 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 rawr. Welcome back to the backyard. Come on in, YouTube.
Sturgis. Let's talk about what to do while you're in Sturgis and what not to do. So, we showed up Saturday morning. First thing we did was knock out our shopping. We parked. Parking is at a premium, okay? Like, we parked in this grocery store parking lot, and we were immediately, I won't say accosted by, but we were approached by a security officer representing the grocery store, trying to keep parking spaces open for their people. He's like, dude, 2 hours, and then you got to bounce out of here. And we're like, we're good with that.
Yep.
So we made our rounds. We got our t-shirts. What you're going to find is that most of the t-shirts, probably 90% of the t-shirts at all the different places are the same t-shirts.
Yep.
Look for some bargains, okay? Because you might find something over here that's $20 each for a shirt, or 3 for $48. All right. Check them on. Put them on while you're there. Check the sizes on them before you leave. We picked up t-shirts for us. We got us a couple hoodies. Got us a couple hats. Had a couple of custom shirts made. And then we bought shirts for other people that wanted us to grab stuff for them while they were there. I don't like to walk, but I walked more. We walked more at this motorcycle rally than I've ever walked before. And I'll tell you why. Because I bet you there was a gazillion vendors there.
Yeah.
Okay? Drag Specialties, J&P, all the exhaust manufacturers, all the handlebar manufacturers, all the seat manufacturers, air ride, lowering kits, center stands, crate motors, okay? Crate motors, all right? Now you're going to get something to eat, now you're going to get something to drink. Put your beer in a cup, okay? That's all you got to do. If not, if they see you with an open container, your ass is going to get rode up. The speed limit is 35 miles an hour. Run 35 miles an hour, okay? I don't know how it's going to be in the upcoming years, but grayed out Ford Explorers, watch for them. Watch for small white cars with tinted windows, with the back end pointed toward the most unlikely way a motorcycle is going to go. Because there'll be a guy in it with a radio telling somebody with a blue light who just screwed up, and they'll get them pulled over. Be nice at the gas pumps. Pull up, you pull up, your buddy pulls up, wife jumps off, puts gas in this one, pulls up, pull him up, and let him fill his tank up too. It saves time for everybody.
Yeah.
He'll repay you at the next gas stop. Because it is not uncommon to pull into one of the 3 gas stations in Sturgis, and there'd be 100 motorcycles trying to get gas. And then park after they got gas, waiting on their buddies to get gas.
Right.
I mean, it is the closest I have ever come to organized chaos, but it works. Be patient. Now let's talk about riding around Sturgis. 35 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. And you're going to see stuff, eyes open all the time, okay? 4-way stops. You know, you have 2 streets crossing. Everybody's got to stop. 2-way stops. One street has the right of way, and the cross street has to stop. And then there's no-way stops.
Yes.
Yeah, I said no-way stops. And they will change daily.
Yes.
Okay? We were cutting through neighborhoods that would have a stop sign on each corner. 4 stop signs. Everybody has to come to a stop. Then stop signs on these corners, so these people can go when you have to stop. I was coming up the intersection. I had the right of way. Old boy's coming this way. He's not slowing down. I'm not slowing down. We're looking at each other. He's giving me this what the hell look. I'm giving him this what the hell look. We slam on brakes and look around. There's no stop signs.
Nothing.
Nothing. No stop signs. And then came through the next day, and there was a stop sign
Right
dead in the middle of the street.
Yep.
In a hole in the concrete, so they could come out there and turn it. And sometimes they would do it during the day. And they do that to catch you. Speed limits change. We pulled into the campground on a Friday morning. The road to the campground was 35 miles an hour. Saturday, the speed limit was 35 miles an hour. Sunday morning, it was 25.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. It's dirty pool, but guess what? It's their town. They can do what they want to in it. And they will hire anybody as a reserve officer for that 2-week period. You'll see some boys that you know that there's no way in hell they could pass a physical riding a big old Harley Davidson with a badge on their shirt. All right. So I'm just telling you, get your bottle, put it in a cup, and you're fine. I cannot tell you how many people I saw pulled over with a beer can in their hand. All they had to do was put that in a red Solo cup, and they wouldn't have caught a charge. Saw bikes getting loaded on rollbacks.
Yep.
Don't drive and drink. Don't show your ass. I'm just telling you, this ain't the place to go and play. Have your fun, but do it smart. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about the bus.
Oh, the bus. Okay. I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, we should really talk about the bus.
Okay, so in an effort to try to make money and save you some money, some old boys have created the bus. The bus. What this bus does is it shows up at the campgrounds at certain times, like a bus schedule.
Yep.
And there's different buses, and they'll take you to the different places. The one cool thing about this YouTube is that Sturgis is like right here. Well, like 15 minutes out of town is the drag strip and the swap meet. And then 15 minutes down that road is Full Throttle.
Yep.
Well, come back up to the road that you turned off of and go straight and turn right. 3 miles later is
Buffalo Chip.
the Buffalo Chip. And on that road before you get to the drag strip is the Beaver Bar. All these places are right there together. All right, they're not spread out. Now they're out in the middle of no damn where.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
outside of Sturgis, there's nothing except these places. But the bus will come by at your campground, and for a nominal fee, I think it was $25 a day.
$75 for the whole week.
For the whole week, you can get on the bus starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can go to the Buffalo Chip and stay there all day. Okay? And then get back on the bus at 4 o'clock in the morning and come back to the campground. They sell beer.
Yeah.
On the bus. There's disco balls on the buses. There's stripper poles on the buses. Okay? And you might say, well, damn, $25. Yeah, but your ass ain't on a motorcycle.
That's right.
And you're not in a car. And you're not drinking and driving. And you're not going to catch a charge. So, just something to think about. Because the Buffalo Chip, that place was happening. Okay? They had stuff starting in the mornings, like at 7 o'clock with breakfast and bikini car wash, and then bike shows, then truck shows, and you could get your bike worked on, and then talent contests, and then auctions, and then celebrities, and then concert, the Wheel of Death, flamethrower. I'm telling you, and it's all free. There's no admission cost to any of these
no
places.
No charges or anything.
So you could quite literally get on the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning, go to this place, stay there all day, have a great time, get your drink on, get your smoke on, and look here, while we're talking about smoke, all right, I do not partake of the marijuana, okay? But don't bring no skunk-ass weed to Sturgis, okay? I don't need to sit on my front porch and smell skunky weed, all right? If you're going to come to something like Sturgis, bring good weed. Because people like me, I don't mind smelling it. I ain't going to smoke it, but I don't want to smell no skunky-ass weed, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, you're going to spend all this money to get there, and then you go and buy a $4 bag and smoke that nasty stuff out there around everybody. Anyway. But you can have a good time and not catch a charge and spend all day at one of these places. And it's a good time, man. It's a good time. Full Throttle.
Yeah.
Amazing. Huge place. Huge place. Just huge. I mean, 10 o'clock in the morning is probably 500 people out there. Okay? What else? Beaver Bar? That's a little lacking. This is a little lacking. I'm a little hesitant to get into this next thing, but I feel like I need to talk about it. So everybody knows what a dominant club is, and there's a dominant club out there. You don't have to treat these guys special, because they already know they're special. But the one thing that you need to watch is your mouth. And you need to be careful how long you let your eyes linger on something, or who you talk shit about, because you never know whose son or daughter or son-in-law or daughter-in-law or wife or girlfriend or sister of a girlfriend is standing around listening to you look at somebody on the other side of the street and go, I'm some bitches ain't so tough. I'm just saying, words have consequences. You want to be a Billy Badass and run your mouth, you better know sure who's standing around you when you run your mouth. Because I saw some people having some conversations with people who thought they were Billy Badass. And at the end of the day, they were yes sir and no sir people. Okay? So just watch your mouth. That's all I got to say about that. Probably the last thing, and it was Linda that pointed this out, the rides. Places to go. Things to see out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Myrtle Beach bike rally.
There's nothing to do but drive to a bar, ride to a bar, drink, ride to the next one, drink. I mean, that's all there is.
Yeah.
Same with Daytona. It's the same atmosphere. It's nothing but ride to a bar, drink, ride to a bar and drink. There's nowhere to ride to enjoy the area. So this was by far probably the best rally that we've been to that offered something other than just downtown or a bar.
Exactly. Mount Rushmore, the Crazy Horse Monument,
Yep.
the Black Hills,
Beautiful.
the Badlands, Needles Highway, the Iron
Custer
Highway,
National-
Custer National Park.
Park.
Let me tell you something, sport. There's nothing cooler than rolling up into a group of buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll put these pictures up right here. Right here, just like on TV, it's not an exaggeration. They are right there. We pulled over, we pet donkeys, we pet goats, we saw mountain goats, we saw mountain sheep, we saw waterfalls, we toured Mount Rushmore. It's really big, okay? It looks big on TV, but it's really big when you're standing there. But the cool part is you get this map, and I'm sure if I can find ours, I'll see if I can scan it in. But all of these different rides are on this map. So what you can do is plan your day the night before where you want to go. Get you a breakfast in, get your gear on, go get your gas stop, and then go for a ride. I'm telling you, we hit the tail of the dragon a lot. Okay. Yeah. There's some roads out here, boy. That'll make that dragon look straight. Okay. Again, if your skill level's not there, and this is a tip. Okay. These roads are not designed to be ridden wide open. Okay.
Right. Every one of them had a 35-mile-an-hour speed zone because most of them were national parks.
Yes.
Where you can't go 45, 55, 65 on them.
And you're going to be just like this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that. Did you see that? Look at that. I mean, honest to God, you will be that way. I mean, it's a beautiful area. A beautiful area. I'm probably putting pictures up here as we're talking. If I'm not, I'll put them at the end with a little medley and a little description of the pictures we took. But I mean, like Needles Highway, we went through tunnels, caverns,
rock formations.
Yeah, rock formations where
the
the handlebars were nearly scraping on each side. All right. On top of mountains where you look down this side and you see the mountain going down to the ground, and you look down this side and you see the mountain going down to the ground. Linda didn't like that. Linda don't like heights.
No.
But I don't know. I don't know how many pictures of those we got. 'Cause
Yeah, I was in charge of pictures, so there may not be that many.
But what I'm saying is you can get up in the morning, and again, we started riding on Saturday. We had the cabin through Sunday, but we started riding on Saturday, and then Sunday, and then Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then by Thursday morning, we had hit everything that we needed to hit, with the exception of the Badlands. Now, people are going to say, y'all need to go down there and see them old Badlands. Ain't nothing down there. You got to drive through them Badlands to get there. Don't buy into that. Okay? The Badlands are spectacular. But they don't look that way during the day. They are made up, I think, of 11 different minerals, types of rocks, and volcanic ash. And there's a natural phenomenon that when the sun shines straight on them during the day, it bleaches them out. So they look white. They look unimpressive. But when the sun goes down, the colors come out. There ought to be a couple little pictures right here. There should have been some daylight pictures while I was talking. There should be some pictures when the sun goes down, and then of the sunset. And the Badlands is one of the few places in the United States where you can go at night. You can't see the Milky Way with your bare eye nowhere.
Right.
You have to have a camera, and you have to set the exposure to about 25 seconds. But you can see what I think is called Orion's Belt with the naked eye, which is a width of stars tightly packed together that goes right overhead. So what we decided to do on that Thursday morning when we came back from the last ride was, I said, you know what, let's don't drive 75 miles east to see the Badlands, to drive 75 miles back to pack up and then drive back through there on the way home. Let's just load everything up and head out today around 3, and then we'll hit Wall and see the drugstore, get supper, and then take the tour with the truck and the bike on the trailer. And we did that, and it worked out perfectly. And then we got started about 8:30 that night on the way back home, and we did a marathon 1,700 miles in 32 hours with about 4 hours of sleep. And that's probably what gave us the cold. It probably just fatigued us to the bed and exhausted. But we had a great time. It was a wonderful time. Just do your research. Be smart. Have your skill sets down. And you'll have a great time. You know, we took our beverages with us. We washed some clothes while we were there. You know, comfortable clothes on the way there and back. I mean, it was a great trip. We had 0 mechanical issues. But, you know, we had a rider with us who I was led to believe that this rider was more experienced than they were, and they were not. They had a really cool bike with a carburetor on it, but somebody had to help them start it. And then they weren't strong enough to park it. And then they didn't feel comfortable running highway speeds, so that slowed everybody down. And then another member of the group didn't like riding at night because he didn't want to get bugs on his bike. So, you know, just know the group you're going with and their limitations. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, you just break off and do your own thing like we did. So YouTube, I think that'll probably wrap this up. Again, it went a little bit long, but because we're getting this cold and we know we're probably going to get sicker. We apologize for the coughing through it, but man, go check that box. It was a good time. It was a damn good time. We probably won't go back again for a couple, 3, 4 years, but we'll go back and we'll do it again. But it was a good time. So as always, I hope this video's helped you. If I can think of any other videos to link in on it, I will. As you probably saw in the opening video, or not the opening video, but the video before this one, the little update video. If you've not seen that, and go back and look at it. But I will tell you that right over this way from here, we're getting the shop started. They've got the foundation dug out, waiting for the inspector to come today and check that box. And then they're going to pour the concrete. Concrete will take about a week to set up. Then they're going to put the building on it, and then we'll get it inspected, and then we'll have the electrician come out and wire it, and Doc's Motorcycle Service will be back in business. So YouTube, as always, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming by the backyard, and ride safe, handle your business, save some money, and cut.